Hello there, it's me Daniel, and for this video I just wanted to sit down and chat with you because it's not something I've done in a while. I've been noticing some things about myself, and when I notice these things about myself and there are things I need to work on, I like to project them into a video because I feel like maybe someone else is going through the same thing, or there are some little bits and bobs that they can pick out and be like, oh, I need to work on that myself. But I don't know, these kinds of things help me out all the time, so why not put it in a video? I don't have a formal list for these things, I'm kind of just going by the top of my head, so sorry if it's a little scattered. Since it's a new year, I noticed that a lot of people like to better themselves and have resolutions, but the way I see it is, if you want to better yourself, you can do that, like within the next 5 seconds or right now, because you shouldn't have to wait to make yourself the best person you could be. But that's just the way I see it. If you start off like, okay, on Monday, I'm gonna start, or the first day of the new year, like that's fine. If that works for you, then all the power to you. But for me, I just like to be like, okay, I'm gonna work on this now. But that doesn't mean I do, because sometimes I just put it off and be like, One thing I noticed with maybe myself and other people, I'm not sure, respecting yourself. Lately, this is not something I have been doing in a certain aspect, but I'm not going to go into detail about that. But I'm realizing how important it is to respect yourself, because when you don't, everything is just harder. Look at yourself as inferior to everyone else. It's going to be really hard to go on in life because you're just going to be in the same place, thinking you can't be as good as something, or you can't be better yourself. We're all different people. We are all our own original thing. So I think it's really important to realize that you are you, someone else is someone else. We are all special in our own way, and it's really cliched, but I think it's crazy because, you're not gonna be like someone else, and they're not like you, because I don't know anyone who's exactly like them. But just remember that we are all our own people, so someone else's chapter 20 is definitely gonna look different from your chapter 3. So I think the most important part to bettering yourself is putting yourself in a healthy mental state, whether that's your own kind of journey or asking for help. There's nothing wrong with asking for help if you feel like you're not in the best mental state. About a month ago, I was in a really bad place and I didn't ask for help. My family just started noticing things about me and they're just like, we're gonna help you. And I'm grateful for that because I'm noticing that I'm getting better. I'm not the best right now, but I'm definitely better than I was a month ago. Either notice where you are mentally and progress from that, or ask for help. There's nothing wrong with asking for help. I recommend you ask for help. If you need help, ask for it. I'm listening. Other people who care about you are listening. So just remember that. Another thing I think is really important is communication. I'm sorry if I'm furrowing my eyebrows. The light's really bright, so yeah. Communication's really important because someone will text me and I won't reply for the next 5 days, and then I'll be like, sorry I didn't reply. But if you don't feel like talking to someone, or someone's bothering you or anything, just tell them, because they'll understand or they won't. That way you're just putting it out there and you're not leaving anyone wondering what's going on, because no one can read your mind. That's what I always think, or that's what I always thought, and there'd be miscommunication, all that stuff, misunderstandings, so just be honest with people. Which goes with communication, but you know what I mean. I think this might be the fourth thing, but just be easy on yourself. Now, I would be really hard on myself for things like, oh, I'm not doing well enough in school, or oh, I don't have a job, or oh, I'm so antisocial, it's really hard for me to talk to people. Okay, there are things you need to work on. Then you'll work on them. And if you're having trouble, just give yourself some time. Really, it's not that serious. Things are the way they are for a reason, I believe, and things happen for a reason, and that's not just oh, I'm making myself feel better. No, things are the way they are for a reason. It is what it is, and if it ain't what you want, then change it. I mean, I don't know. Well, the battery's dying. That's my cue. I hope these tips or things or whatever helped you out. I really appreciate you watching, and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and if these things helped you out, I hope they did. But subscribe for more in the future, and I will see you next time. Oh, ow. Goodbye. Okay, just bye. How? awesome are these pajama pants? And my sweatshirt. Always hungry. Very accurate. Super comfortable. Ow! Ugh, again. Pajamas. Oh yeah. 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 Okay, I'm gonna go now. Okay, bye.